Alright, I want to talk about how to verify an equation using a table now. Again, we're going to do this on a calculator in class, and if you don't have a calculator, sometimes we need to be able to see the table like this and be able to write it. Now, the difference in an equation and an inequality is that an equation is going to have this extra y2 column here, and I'll get to what that means in a second. So before we can do anything, like always, we need to solve our equation. So I subtract 1 from both sides. Those cancel, leaves me with 2x and a positive 6. I divide both sides by 2, and my x is going to equal 3. So this is where I have to start. In my x column, I want to start out by putting my answer in there, 3, and then I want to put some numbers below it, and I want to put some numbers above it, just so I can see what's going on. That's my x1 column. Now, my y1 column is going to be filled with solutions to the original expression right here. And what I'm going to do is, instead of the x value in there, I'm going to plug in the x's from the table. So to start, I'd do 2 times 1 plus 1. Well, that's 2 plus 1, which gives me 3. So there's my first y1. Now 2 times 2 plus 1, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and there's my second y1. So I'll continue that same pattern going down. So I have 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So now I have all my y1s solved out, okay, filled in. Now, how I'm going to verify this with an equation is when I'm going to check the y2 column. In the y2 column, we put what our original answer was. That's 7. This doesn't change for the entire y2 column. So I have 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. What we're doing is we're showing that this y1 right here is my original expression. So this y1 column represents 2x plus 1. My y2 column represents the expression 7, because an equation is just two expressions that are set equivalent. So what we want to say is, well, at what point are these two equal to each other? So in our table, we're looking for a section where I'm going to have the same number in y1 and y2. Now if we look, we see that happens right here. I have a 7 in y1, and I have a 7 in y2. When those columns match, whatever x value you have is your solution. So that's how we're checking it out. And sure enough, if I look here, I have a 3, and I have my x equals 3. So that's how I know it's correct. So if you find yourself looking at a table, your solution is always going to be identified when y1 and y2 are matching. So that's how we set it up and verify our equations with a table.